Welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben, and this is my ending explained, basically like the last few moments of episode 4 and that sneak clip. So I'm going to explain of where the story is probably going to go and what happened at the end there, and kind of my favorite moments in recap. So that's what you're in store for. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the episode just yet, but for now, let's jump in. The Mighty Ducks Game Changers has really found its footing. I really have to applaud them for the amount they're able to pack in such short episodes, especially as we get those recap and then the introduction and then the credits. If you take those away, you're looking at 30-minute episodes thereabout, maybe 31-minute episodes, which is sad because I'd love a 45-minute episode, but it does take away all the padding that you get in some other TV series where there's a lot of padding in 45-minute episodes, and actually if you broke it down you'd have like 10 minutes of story movement. This time we actually get quite a lot of character development in a well-packaged storyline that keeps you on edge as well. And so the main crux of this episode, the Ducks versus the Don't Bothers. It's the moms have to do competition, and basically there's who goes the fastest, who's the more skilled. The Ducks have someone that used to be on the Olympic ice hockey team, one of the mothers, so like they've got their work cut out for him. But also Sophie, who currently is part of the Mighty Ducks, wants to be part of the Don't Bother. She basically hangs in the balance. If the Ducks win, then she can go and play with the Ducks, but if they don't, she has to be stuck with the Ducks forever and not allowed to go to the Don't Bothers. I think I said the wrong way around. Coach Bombay is helping the Don't Bothers, which is great. Really nice to see him kind of stepping more into the zone of I guess kind of coaching. There's a relationship forming with the coach of the Don't Bothers, which I really like as well. We see that kind of family unit. At the same time, we see the kids of the Don't Bothers have a sleepover. We see Coop starting to come out of his shell, but Coop can sing. Damn, he's got a good voice. The whole Show Tunes adventure thing was great. It's really nice to see them building character moments just behind the scenes there. It's nice to see the Don't Bothers getting a little bit more ice time, although I'd actually like to see them start playing some ice hockey more. I'd like a dedicated ice hockey episode. It'd be great to see what they can do and see the mom actually coach and Coach Bombay maybe kind of form partnership that way. So what I liked about this episode especially is when we got to that end and we get to the slapstick moment where Coach Bombay had been teaching the Don't Bothers coach how to actually go through it, to use the pecan pie anger and slap it away. I want the Don't Bothers to win, but actually technically the Ducks are better when it comes to skill for the most part. And so I didn't want them to win. I didn't want the Don't Bothers to win just because it's the story and you give the good guys plot protect. Good will win the day. But then we see that her foot is going across the line and she actually hasn't won because she's basically broken a rule that you can't go across the line. It is a technicality, but technically she's lost. And I like that. So you're like, oh, there are consequences. So Sophie doesn't get to go on the team. But then we see the emotional development of the parents as well as the kids, and the dad kind of goes, oh, I've never seen you that happy. He realizes his daughter's happiness is more important to him than what he wants for her in that moment. He realizes he's been driving her and she's not been happy. So he agrees to Sophie going on the Don't Bother team, which is great. Notice that they don't show us how the mom has reacted, because I don't think the dad has actually spoken to his wife about allowing their daughter to go on the Don't Bothers. So I think that's going to be some contention. Next week's episode, as they show us in the sneak peek, is to do with an ex-husband coming along, and we notice that he is a fairly decent TV actor. Say decent, he's a great TV actor. I don't know that I've seen him in many films, but if you remember a certain warehouse where there's artifacts, you'll recognize him from there. I'm quite excited to see what they do with that character. He's obviously the dad that's not around. It's going to be that storyline, and we see that moment when the Don't Bothers are playing hockey, and there's that moment where there's this angry shot. And we know that perhaps the dad's not going to arrive for that hockey team, and then we're going to have more development, more character development. There's going to be that contention between the relationship that's now forming with Coach Bombay and the mom, obviously, and the ex-husband. So that's a good way to go with the story. Those ones are always good to do that with. I am hoping still that we get a decent amount of hockey time on the ice for the Don't Bothers, because I think it would be really good to kind of show us that it is a nice hockey series, although it's about the character development of this team and that there's more to just winning. Although I think I would like now the Don't Bothers to actually get a win. That'd be great. Let me know your favorite moments in this episode. I thought it was great. They really found their footing. Thanks so much for watching this, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long Tuesday.